Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. It's Jonathan here, absolutely buzzing after a 4-3 victory over Manchester City, the champions elect, etc., etc. The Invincibles, they call them. Not anymore. Uh, Crazy, crazy game of football. Possibly, definitely the most Liverpool game of football ever. Uh, Emotionally, physically shattered after that game. The bit of usual everything really from Liverpool. Breathtaking pressing, counter pressing, attacking, goals, big leads, shoddy defending, late goals. Are we going to blow this again? Heart in mouth moments at the end. And a whirlwind. But look, it's done. It's done. We've beaten them. The record is smashed. As in, I've been joking with my mates the last couple of months. It was going to happen this day because it's very clear that the good record they haven't won. That's 15 years now. We've a brilliant record over City at Anfield even, and that type of team that wants to allow us to get our A game, our pressing game in full flow, and we're always going to be quite a force in a game like that. And right from the off, obviously there was the bad news overnight, and then it broke this morning with Van Dijk, and there's the Keita deal, etc., etc. So there was a bit of, oh Jesus, is this going to be one of these days? But no, like right from the off, and even though Lovren lost the toss and we had to play in the cup in the first half, right from the off, we got in their faces. We were the ones, I felt, doing most of the controlling of the game. At City at times they tried to completely over bombard the wings, especially, and just completely outnumbered. But we were aggressive. We were raw. Right from the off, we squeezed high up the pitch. We got in their faces. We didn't give them a chance to breathe, and kind of City allowed us to do that. And without really creating a hell of a lot at the start of the game, we were kind of aggressive. It's one of those games, and it's getting all the atmosphere off the crowd, and there's lots of good hard work happening. I thought we pressed in nice little combination plays as well. We looked very kind of shrewd, and we looked like a Klopp team for large periods of that, for the start of the game especially. And then we get the breakthrough then after a couple of half chances, a little bit of a mishap touch here and there, slow touch, one final ball not being completely correct, but then Ox just pretty much gets the ball. It's like a ball over the top. It kind of comes to Bobby, kind of comes back, Ox gets it, and he just drives. And if there ever was a goal that just captured what Ox the player is like and what we wanted him to be like, and this is the player that we watched for years at Arsenal, I wondered, could he just get all that in one go and just make a go of it? And he did it there. That goal, he gets the ball, he drives, he pretty much takes on, the City midfield and the City defence. He must have left 4 or 5 people behind, and he's bombs through, and he just hits it. Keeper, I don't really care. The ball went in. It was a good shot. Hit it clean. It's down low in the corner, and the reaction to that was brilliant. To see his face and see a lot of all the other players, and from there, I thought we grew into the game a bit more, and I thought we were unlucky, perhaps not to get maybe a second or a third goal, because there was so many little breaks. Manny's coming through, Genie's coming through a couple of times. It felt like one heavy touch, one misplaced pass, and we didn't really get the rewards I thought we deserved. And then we're hit on the sucker before half time. What felt like maybe City's second or third attack. They didn't. I know De Bruyne had one that was saved. A bit of a shot from distance, didn't really hit it that flush. There's a couple of other opportunities, but by and large, we're in the we're nice and controlled. And we control the game in kind of an aggressive type of way. But then, they get the goal. Sane gets it. It's a ball. A simple right to left ball. Gomez gets caught bad, and then Karius doesn't cover himself in complete glory. It's one of those. It's hit hard, but I want my keeper. I want the keeper of Liverpool saving that shot. I don't want that goal to be going in from that type of an angle. And it was just felt rather disappointing, because it felt like, here we go again. A lot of the hard work we had done is kind of, we go in all square, and there's a flashback to the City goal in the Etihad back at the start of the season, where they get the goal before half time and it changes the course of the game. You were dreading, was it going to be like that here? That was in the 40th minute. We kind of got a bit of life again, but it just felt like the atmosphere was just sucked out of the place. It was so disappointing because everyone's read the Klopp. I heard or read the Klopp comments before the game where he pretty much says, this isn't first choice just for this game. This is first choice indefinitely, really. If Carrick's puts a performance in, and it was a bad clanger, it could have been like it was one of those mistakes / errors, whatever way you want to look at it, that had we lost the game or had we dropped points, a lot of questions would have been pointed at. Thankfully, well, not thankfully, whatever way you want to look at it, a hell of a lot more has happened in the game just to kind of divert the attention away from Carrick's at the time. But it was a bad mistake, and Gomez as well. A couple of times recently he's got caught. The argument is always there. He's a centre half playing at full back to a certain extent, but he still should have done better. He's completely got caught ball watching. It comes into the top, he gets skinned, and there we go. It's 1-1, and then it was a kind of weird type of feeling at half time because I thought we'd done all the football, but hadn't got our rewards for it and had gone in level, and it was half kind of fearing that City were really going to kick on here. And the start of the second half for me was weird. It felt like lull. It was dead. The place was quiet. It didn't really do anything. City kind of had a lot of the ball, but didn't really do a lot with it, if you know what I mean. And it felt like, oh God, our City's starting to turn the screw here. And then they picked it up a bit, but then all of a sudden we just kind of got grip of the game again. And it's the second goal from Bobby. It's Chamberlain again. He drives forward, plays a beautiful ball to Bobby. Now Bobby still has a hell of a lot to do, but I thought the way he shrugs Stones off the ball is beautiful, and the fact that he's a former Blue as well, Blue nose, it makes it even sweeter. He just pushed them out, and it's a beautiful little finish, just a little like with the sand wedge, and it rolls in, and then you have the celebration of Bobby ripping his shirt off. It was almost like a reminder, I'm still here. The other one may have left, but I'm still here. And you felt the tide has turned again, and all of a sudden, just with that, the game just completely changes, and we just go mad. All of a sudden our front three just kick into life. We get back aggressive, we get back squeezing, we're in their faces, and then there's just like a bang bang bang, straight away after the Bobby goal, there's Manny's come straight through, hits the post. You're like, oh Jesus, this is another one of this Everton moment again where missed opportunities. But then he gets the ball, a mistake again from their defence. Salah gets the ball past the Manny, and with the left foot he absolutely pings into the top bin, and you're thinking, whoa, this is in dreamland here. And it's crazy. It was a crazy couple of minutes, and then we go on the attack. City, the Salah goal, the Liverpool fourth goal, the Salah one was just mental. It summed up the game. Like, City are coming attacking. There's a couple of ways of attack. We defend. The Genie kind of does well, gets the ball back. Salah gets the ball, plays the ball down to Manny. Keeper comes out, goes to clear it, kind of doesn't hit it the best. Salah comes straight out to Salah. He takes it, and he must be 30-40 yards out, and just pings it in a beautiful little shot in, and in we go. And we have four, and you're thinking, wow, all of a sudden this is crazy. And then in the back of your mind there's always, this is Liverpool, there's about 20 minutes left. Surely this is going to be a walk in the park now. No, not for Liverpool, it isn't. And to be fair, I thought we played pretty well for large periods towards the end of the game. We kept pushing forward. The back four of City I've never seen them as rattling in all my life. People talk about Brighton, maybe the first team to get in their faces and press them midweek. I didn't see a hell of a lot of that game, but here, we showed chinks in that City system that, like, if you get raw in their face, squeeze up, and then we're lucky that we have one of them may be gone, but there's still the Fab Three, or whatever way you want to look at it there. That front three is dynamite. The way they just kind of sat in, and they didn't play wide. They just sat in and kind of went in a wave forward, just down the channels, got in the faces, and there's so many opportunities where we're just bombing through, we're in their faces, and we could have got more goals, but then at the end, it's almost a disaster. City, to be fair, kept playing good football. It's 4-2. You're thinking, okay, it's a little bit of goal. Next, and it's another scramble. It's another finish into the bottom corner, and it's 4-3. And then you're thinking, oh God, tell me not. And then right at the end, like, I know I described this game as the most Liverpool thing ever, but that last free kick. Oh Jesus! There's a lot of Liverpool fans changing their kecks after that. I have to confess. Like, Balls comes in, it seems like eternity. Manny has gone off, Clava comes on, and then when I think it's Aguero gets his head on it, hits the side, and you're like, whew. I think the commentator summed it up perfectly, to be fair. It was like the whole ground, both sets of supporters has their hands on their head, and we close out the game then as well. But yeah, look, a win against the champions elect. The Invincibles are no more, with if you want to give them that bullshit word. We answered a lot of questions today. It's been a bad couple of days, with the exits and then the injury, and then deals or not deals, etc., etc. But we showed glimpses of a quality football team there, and you add in your Van Dijks into that team and a couple of other big signings, and we are more than a match for a team 1-on-1 like that. We've shown over the years, the record against City speaks volumes, that we take on City, we're going to give them a run for their money. It's just, if we have to keep playing that football every week in, week out even. But no, look, the job done. We made hard work of it in the end, but we've come and we've smashed the champions to bits. We've smashed City and all their money bags to bits. We've ripped into them. We could have scored a hell of a lot more goals. We're missing the world's dearest defender. We're a bare midfield. You saw how Chan who had a very good game, but he was on his legs towards the end. And we have answered a lot of questions, and you could see the relief at the end. Even George played "You Never Walk Alone." You could see Klopp. You could see the relief. Like, he looked like he was about to nut someone there towards the end of it, especially when the third goal went in. He was absolutely fuming. But and that then was translated into pure relief and the excitement, emotion, etc. afterwards. But like, there you are, folks. We've done it. We've beaten the champions elect. Even I don't think anyone's going to catch them, but more importantly, Chelsea dropped points, Arsenal dropped points, hopefully United will drop points tomorrow. We're level with United in second, and the only place is up, folks. A massive win, some beautiful attacking football there, raw heavy metal football, I'm going to call it that. But there we are, folks. That's been my match reaction. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to the Redmen TV, and I will talk to you all very soon. Up the Reds!